your captains, welcoming you aboard Boystrip.
We request that all mobile phones and other electronic devices be turned on.
We've been sent here to kick ass and kill toxic masculinity, and we're fresh out of asses.
I'm Corner Store Papi.
I'm David Marcus.
I'm Lyle, Lyle.
Every week we bring you a discussion on different topics.
So sit back, relax, and take flight.
Boys trip.
Ah!
No, you heard about what happened in Plainfield? The police brutality thing?
Nah, what?
I have to show you the video. I'll pull it up.
Look at the second video.
Oh, no, I know him.
Actually, the first. Whose man's is this right here?
That's Andrew.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's already on the ground and they're punching the shit out of him. Why?
That's my homegirl who's recording it
right now.
I know her voice.
Next door to the fish market and the post office. Right now.
I worked with her at Cedarbrook.
Bam. Here's the next video.
Okay.
And Andrew.
This is from my son's friend's
this
page,
woman.
and it's happening right now by the post office.
Wait, what? Her right there?
That is a city worker. Look at her knee on his head like that.
Her.
Unbelievable. This is a Plainfield city worker being attacked by Plainfield police.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so yeah, you saw the video.
Yo,
Thoughts?
okay, so I think I know some of those cops, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what was some of them?
We used
cats?
to play tennis with one of them.
Yeah, like, damn, yo. I think it's, like, you know how, when dudes join fraternities, they just a little different afterwards?
Yeah, like they
When
feel like
dudes
they have
start
clout now.
banging, gang banging, you know what I mean? That little twinkle in their eye ain't there no more.
Yeah.
They done got their first kill or whatever. Dudes come back from Iraq. I think a similar thing happens with police, yo, where it's like, I don't know. You just, they're like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, whoop his ass. No, use a nice stick. You know, and then they get encouraged to. Kind of like, you know, the new freshman who's joins the football team, and he doesn't necessarily want to run the train on the new cheerleaders under the bleachers, but they're just kind of there, so got to do it too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You get swallowed up by the culture.
The culture, and then over time, you become Biff. You know what I'm saying? You start off as Marty, and then next thing you know, you become Biff. I don't respect that stuff, yo.
I'm glad we never had those issues in tennis.
You know what? Actually, one time but these are Union County police and not Plainfield police. But one time I was coming from Cedarville Park, and cops straight put out guns on me. We were coming from the back courts in Cedarbrook, and I remember I was playing there, and I had stayed for a while. I can't even remember who I was playing with, but it was the back courts. The courts that suck.
Yeah, the rubber ones.
The rubber ones that have no give, like the ball doesn't bounce and shit.
Yeah.
And then when I was coming, like walking home from there, I remember I was by myself, and the cops came and they had their guns out.
Damn, Union County cops? What did they say? What were they looking for?
They're like, freeze. And I'm like, huh? I just dropped my tennis bag, and it was like, they stopped me over by the new courts. So I'd walked, and I was coming around. And over by new courts, they just ran down, said freeze, and just let me go.
Wow.
So it's like, okay.
They gave you no explanation of why they stopped you? Or...
Nah, it just was like, I was like, oh snap, running cops with guns out.
Yeah, it's time to put your hands up.
Let me stop.
Absolutely. yeah.
But then it's just like, I guess I wasn't who they were looking for.
Oh, no, I know.
Where are you coming from? I was playing tennis.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely fit the description.
You know, I had a tennis bag, Daisy Dukes on. You know what I mean?
You had the shotty in the tennis bag.
Shotty in the bag on some Desperado shit. See, they don't know about that.
I will say though that the cop in the video with the locks, the one with her head, with her leg on his head. Yeah. I avoid her.
She might have been the one.
I see her different places, and it's always my couple encounters where it's always negative.
Well, weird,
and people I know. Yeah, it's always something. I stay away from her.
There was one I started recording because they pulled me over on South Ave, and I remember one it was a lady cop came up like, "Why are you recording?" I said, "Shit, you been watching the news?"
Yeah, it might have been her, man.
I don't even.
Every time it's a negative interaction, it's usually her.
So do you think she goes home and what? Well, okay. This is. I'm not even gonna say that. Never mind.
I get.
I gotta think about stuff
censor
now.
Yourself. Save me the time afterward.
I get sense that was about to go left.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
So,
man, we do live live in this community. You know?
Yeah. But on some real like. That's some sucker shit, yo, regardless. But that's also a hard responsibility. We don't know if dude was like, I'm gonna kill everybody. Yeah. I'm blowing this shit up. You know, and then we just see the video. We don't hear the audio. He's like, I'm killing your family.
Yeah, we have no backstory.
I'm gonna take your son and piss in his pacifier and make him eat it. You know, like he might have said some fucked up shit. Or maybe not. Maybe he was just like, it's a beautiful day outside. And then Plainfield cops is like, yeah, I'm mad about myself, man. I feel mad, disempowered and shit.
Fuck your day.
Fuck your day. Ah!
Fuck that sunshine.
What did
it could,
DMX say in that song, some X shit? See niggas having a good time, so I'ma ruin
it. But I think the worst part is we still have no context. Like, we don't know why they stopped him or why so many cops had to show up or why the dude was punching him. Like, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, the city did put out a statement. I'm trying to pull it up real quick. They put out a
Cause you know how like when you're at work and you work with kids and you beating them and it look like you beating them, but you're not really beating them.
Yeah,
it's just the camera angle. It's like nah, I didn't really break that 4x4 over that kid's back.
Yeah, his finger's not really broken.
His finger's not really broken. It's the angle.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you put a pencil in water, how that shit like, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't break his leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit was just
it's an optical illusion.
Yeah, man. Yo, Plainfield. I'll say this though. Plainfield is home of the field Negroes and the house Negroes. We got everything. Bronx police. They're out of all the boroughs, I feel
Bronx
like Bronx
police. Yeah, no, I think it's documented. Bronx police do stuff they don't
Manhattan
do in other
police do wild shit too, yo.
They all do.
Like,
New York.
Yeah.
Period. Like, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any bad experiences in the Bronx personally?
Personally with cops, no.
No.
But just observation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to know that what's up. You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah.
Because it might prove fatal. It has for a lot of cats, man. They'll just run up on you, shoot you. There was a time, the other day. Matter of fact, I was on the stoop. Well, I was on a stoop in Brooklyn, and I was waiting for somebody to come out, and I was just thinking like, damn, I'm on a stoop. Amadou was on the stoop. I'm waiting for someone to come out. He was waiting to go inside. You know? And just thinking, and then it's like cops driving by. I'm like, it's plain clothes. I see him. Just thinking like, just how wild shit can go, and how wild shit went for like all these guys that just get gunned down. They just didn't think that was gonna happen. They was just trying to go from point A to point B. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was Marley Graham trying to get home? You know what I mean?
Yeah, in a matter of minutes, you could become a statistic. Like that's.
They could be scared of you.
Yeah.
They could be like, oh snap, gun went off,
Yeah.
Like, you know, they have fears too. So it's like they're human beings. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it is a hard job. Just given, and like these guys in this video, like I've seen some of them at 4th of July.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know some of them are good people, but it's like, what is that? The fuck is that?
It's like it gets lost that there's a human factor to it, because you know, like you said, like we know some of those police, like we've seen them before. We haven't seen them in that capacity, so you know you want to think that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but then you see a video like that and you're like,
what the hell?
Like where does the line blur? Like how do you?
That's what I'm saying. Like it for some, I don't know all them cops, you know, but there's one of them I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for that person to do that, something had to happen.
I think it makes it worse when you know the cop.
When you know him, yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Just like, I mean, anytime there's cognitive dissonance, you know, something that you're seeing or being told that goes against what you believe about someone. They're like, yo, you know, your favorite such and such is really this person. You know, you're like, no, not my guy.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you don't want to believe it, you know, at first. You're like, what the fuck? Is this?
That can't be. Yeah.
That's it. I said like with Cosby. You know, it's just like, yo, childhood hero. It's like, nah. Like, what do you mean?
A lot of people still defend him.
Yeah.
Even now.
But and it's based on their cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
You know, if his name was if it was William something else, you know, some other random dude, we'd be like, oh, throw the book at him. Yeah, he did it, not knowing nothing about the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just interesting, man. But very, very sad, and we don't need that shit out here, yo. We don't need that. I'll say this though, like with my experiences with Plainfield, black cops, there've been a couple assholes, but for the most part, they're good. It's been these white cops, man, that have been pulling out their guns. Like anytime a cop pulled out a gun on me in Plainfield, it's been a white cop. You know what I mean? It hasn't been cops that we see and that we know. That's why, like, when we see them and know them, especially people from Plainfield, they're not gonna go wild on you. Like, they're not gonna, you know, they kind of don't criminalize every person.
Right.
Everybody.
Like, that's one of the things I will say about Plainfield cops versus cops in other towns. Like, for us, as soon as we leave Plainfield, you got Scotch Plains, you got North Plainfield, you got South Plainfield. You know what I'm saying? You got Piscataway. They're on all the borders.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you're criminalized outside of here.
Mm-hmm.
Really, until you get to it, Elizabeth and Newark, a place with more people of color, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hillside or something. But till that, it's on. And we surrounded by, like, xenophobic white towns. Sundown towns, if you will. There's a book that came out, a documentary too, Sundown Towns. They have a directory of places in the United States that have been dangerous for people of color.
Yeah.
They even had a manual. We used to have a black manual, like, yo, don't go here. You don't want to be caught in Biloxi.
Right.
You know?
That's how I feel going through, like, Clark.
Yeah, no, Clark is on the list.
There you go.
Sundown
Really?
Towns.
Okay.
Clark was where the there's Klan out Clark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's Nazis.
Clark Klux Klan.
Clark Klan. You know what I mean? But Clark is where when Plainfield girls went to go play, they had the little noose and the Lynch black basketball.
Yeah. I remember that.
You know
I
what
remember that.
They doing, man, like, yeah, man, just full of racists.
So, like, when you're, like, let's say you're coming from a town and, like, let's say going through Clark would be, like, the easier way for you to go home. Do you still go through Clark, or would you, like, just circumnavigate and try and go through different towns just to get back home?
I mean, to be honest, I usually just come. I just come the quickest way.
Yeah.
I never really, like, went around somewhere before, but I don't know. What about you?
I think it depends on the time. Like, honestly, if it's dark, like, let's say I'm coming from Rawway, and I could just cut through Clark to get to Plainfield. Like, if it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, like, I'll just stay on 27 and try and get off in Edison, because I just feel more comfortable not going through Clark late at night. Because I've gotten pulled over in Clark like 3 or 4 times, and every time it was like some stupid shit, like, oh yeah, it looked like your taillight's out, but it's not. Or it would be like, yeah, your jacket made it look like your view was obstructed. I'm like, but I would know if my view is obstructed. It's my view. Like, how are you going to tell me if my view is obstructed?
Yeah.
So it's always like it's a toss-up, because, like, they have a Blaze Pizza in Clark, and
that's true. That is Clark. I'm like, do I even drive through Clark? But you're right. The Whole Foods,
the
and
Whole
Blaze
Foods
Pizza.
is there. Like, there's a lot of
Barnes and Noble.
Like, there's a lot of stuff in
But that's
Clark.
on the way to the Parkway.
But that's like
Right.
on the
That's
border,
the thing.
right? You're not crossing all the way through Clark there, right? Or
That's just a strip. It's just a strip.
It's a strip, yeah.
Because, like,
Okay.
the rest of Clark is what? Residential.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
don't think I've ever seen the rest of Clark besides just that
There's
little
no reason
area.
to.
Yeah, nah, I
You
don't.
know what I
I
mean? You buying mayonnaise?
don't.
High-end mayonnaise
Yeah.
at Whole Foods? Shit.
Gluten-free mayonnaise.
And it's just like, yo, that's some shit, like, we 3 black men talking. We know what it is. It's like there's saids and unsaids. You know what I mean? It's not South Africa. It's not apartheid. But we kind of know.
Yeah.
In Jersey. It's very, very segregated. Very segregated, looking at the schools, looking at the communities, even where we congregate, how we do things. It's like, I say we're surrounded by white towns. You know, that's how I look at it. And like,
absolutely.
When we go into these places in the city or far from here, when we have to come back, it's them rides back, yo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, down Route 22.
Down Route 22, and it's like, yo, Mountainside Police, Hillside Police, fucking whatever side police, you know.
Even if you're coming from the other direction, like Somerville.
Oh yeah, they'll get you.
It's even worse out there.
Get you.
Yeah.
They'll get you. When me and Bishop used to be doing shows, I remember if we rolled 2 or 3 deep, it was on.
Yeah.
And it's like rolling 2 deep at least, because it's us, you know. It's just like, it will always be that strip between like Union and Mountainside, yo. That's like, you know, you pass Mountainside Police, you're like, all right, phase 1.
Yeah.
Pass Union Police, like, all right, phase 2.
That's when you exhale.
You get to Jersey City and all these other places, North. I feel like there's way more crime happening. They ain't worried about you.
Yeah.
You don't want to encounter with the police out there though any more than anywhere else.
Exactly.
But they're not sitting around waiting for you to go 35 into 25.
Because they're being pulled in every which direction constantly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, cat. You don't want that cop who got the new gun, never shot it, and is bored.
Yeah.
You just beat Candy Crush and he looks up and he sees your gun pass by. He's like, yeah, you know what? Tonight might be the night. You know what I mean? Because, like, think about whenever you get a new weapon or a new toy, anything, you just want to use it. You just like, yeah, you know, like fucking, remember snap bracelets?
Yeah, I remember.
They had it's a fucking bracelet.
Yeah.
Once it's on your wrist, why would you take it off?
Yeah.
Is it a toy or is it a wrist? You know what I mean? What is this? Jewelry?
After you snap it, over.
You snap it, and then you want everyone to see it again. You take it off, you snap it again. It's the same thing with a cop with a brand new gun. I feel like.
Damn, man, you thought this through.
Nah, I just thought of it like you know that okay, you got a gun in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, playing paintball. I related to that. You know what I'm saying? Like when as soon as you get the gun, you're like, got my CO2. You know, you're like, okay, got the
my new
ammo.
paint pellets.
All right, so when can we? And they're like, so make sure you're safe. Yo, let's shoot this. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I don't need your instructions. Like,
you
I'm
at least
ready to
want
fire.
to show it to someone. Pull it out.
Pull it out. Hold it sideways over the motherfucker. Like, yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Kill shot.
Do some old dog. But not making fucking excuses for police for fucking up people. But I'll say this, like, that's why, like, with weapons and stuff, like, you know, if you carry a weapon, you know, now you have the possibility to use it. So now that's an extra option. So now, like, say if it's a lethal weapon, now you have lethal weapon response added to your response.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have fight, flight, and freeze. And I feel like I'm more inclined to think flight. Not freeze. Freeze is like, but freeze might mean slow down and just observe the situation.
Yeah.
And then decide whether you want to fight or flight. But having a weapon adds lethal to the fight response.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I was just in Ecuador this weekend, and the local police down there don't have guns. It's the national. So the local, they're dealing with quality of life type stuff. Like, not every crime necessitates a gun. Now, if it's a drug raid, I'm sure that they're not sending people in without guns if it's something serious. But just local police, I mean, it's different because there's a lot more guns here. I understand that, and I don't know if you can just go here with no guns, but it's interesting how the local police don't have them and the national do. So it's like they don't have lethal force. They get someone, they hold them until the national people come or they arrest them. They can do stuff like that. But it's like different tiers of officer, not just, you know, everyone.
Sounds like they have top flight security. The local police top flight security.
Shot in the back by a transit cop.
Yeah, like he's supposed to be seeing people hot turnstiles.
He didn't want to pay his ticket.
Cap.
Yeah. Yo, he's reaching for his iPod. I thought it was the Draco.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's horrible to even laugh at, you know, but it's
we're desensitized by it.
We're desensitized by how much it's been happening. We're still passionate, you know what I'm saying? We still with our brothers and sisters on the front line and in solidarity, always.
I think it's amazing how, like, now when you see, like, police brutality or you see, like, basically police brutality on, like, the internet. Like, I'm not shocked anymore. Like, it's not like I'm like, word? Like, that happens. It's just like, I mean, it's 2018. Like, this is the norm.
Well,
desensitized. I'm for sure. I'm becoming more. I mean, I think everyone is.
Yeah.
Is becoming desensitized since like 2014 or so, when so many videos started showing up. It's like, you know, it's unfortunate though. Just like with school shootings and everything else, you become desensitized to all of this. At least me.
No, yeah, I'm definitely desensitized. Like, I think when people post it, like, they're expecting to get, like, a shocked reaction out of you. Like, they're looking for the wow factor. Like, oh, like, somebody just got shot in their car, like, not doing anything. And you're like, oh wow, really? Like that really happened? But I don't even treat it like that anymore. It's just like, I mean, it's unfortunate, but like this is the world that we live in right now.